Hello everybody, Elijah here. Welcome you all to another Epic 7 video. Today is going to be a reaction video. We are going to be checking out all the new characters for the Overlord collab that'll be coming out next week. I think it's next week. I'm pretty sure it's next week. I'm excited. I wasn't even going to make a video on this, but I saw this preview and I was like, wait, these characters are actually insane, or at least this one's insane. The others are probably gonna be insane too. So I'm just gonna react and give my thoughts and opinions about all of them. But yeah, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good jazz. And we're gonna have to get started because yes, just yes, okay? Animation insane. I don't know anything about like this anime, but that looked really freaking cool. Looks really cool. She is a fire warrior. What's new? Smilegate just cannot not release a fire warrior. Like they have to. They have to release a fire warrior like every single other month. Like it just has to happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what the other two characters are, but I guarantee you, I'm just gonna place my bets now. If it's an ice hero, it's gonna be an ice an Ice Ranger, because that's also like another combo that they do nonstop all the time. Or Soul Weaver. An Ice Soul Weaver, that's also another one. Anyway, pretty fast, high crit chance, and she has high attack too. And then going into her skills, she has a little true vampire thing. Damage suffered in one attack does not exceed, so it's kind of like T-Surin, but she gets a little bonus when she has her health about 6%, which increases her attack at the beginning of a turn, and at the end of the turn she grants stealth. So basically, she's probably a, I would say she probably plays similar to units like the single target fast nukers, because we look at her S3, you have this her S3. Dispel all buffs from the enemy and attacks with her little javelin. Increase hit chance by 100% when using the skill. So Aiden, Violet, right? Assassin Cartusia, like, you know, counter cleave type teams. Like you cannot evade this. It doesn't matter. And because she is like a fast, probably high attack, speedy, you know, DPS, you could just put all your stats into like speed, you know, crit chance. Her crit damage probably doesn't have to be too high. Probably like you could probably sit at like 250 and then just throw everything else into attack. And then she just like nukes somebody and she ignores ER if their attack is lower. So, and I think generally speaking, most like Aidens or like Rylets is a little, I don't really know, it kind of depends on their build, but most Aidens for sure are not going to have that high of attack. I mean, you can get like a 4K attack Aiden, but like generally speaking, you're not like, going to really see that. They're going to be more like, because they're going to build more like bruisery and like tankier, so it's like, so they survive. But yeah, pretty insane. Um, we can go ahead and see the animation again. Look at that. Look at that. And they're doing it onto Aiden too. I wish I could see the damage. Let's see. Oh wait, they didn't do that much. Or maybe it did. Hold on. Okay, it did 25,000. I guess that's fine. For like a crit attack, like most crit scalers, you're not going to see those like those like insane numbers. Yeah, I think that's pretty high. I don't know. I haven't played Epic 7 in a hot minute, like RTA and stuff like that, so I don't know. Maybe it is a lot, maybe it isn't. Let me know in the comments. But her S1, summons different, I guess, little familiars to attack and inflict injuries. So she has like a lot going for her. So even if like, yeah, I feel like we use it more like cleave, especially, and probably aggro too. But she also has an injury on her S1, so she can kind of like, for those like HP bruisers or just like tankier units that people will draft into, they'll like draft into more aggro comps. You're seeing Lila used a lot, so this is also a really good counter into her to like reduce her damage. That's like another thing that you could think about. But yeah, all around a decent unit, like a usable unit. The only downside with this unit is honestly probably gearing. I think every time I see a unit that is like a fast, high damage, right? Like you want to, take your turn, nuke, and do whatever, right? If you get outsped, you're dead. Simply put, right? She's probably not gonna do well on cleave. So like if you get outsped, if you get ZO'd, you're just not gonna really be able to do what you need to do. And she doesn't have any cleanse. Because like the thing about T-Surin on her S2, like T-Surin's S2, right? If it goes below a certain percentage of health, she cleanses herself and then, pushes up and things like that. But I guess the trade-off, instead of getting a cleanse or something, she has it where she grants herself an attack buff and a free stealth buff, something like that. I guess they couldn't overload her kit. If they were gonna buff her or anything, I would imagine it would be giving her a cleanse in her, true vampire something like that. But yeah, that's everything. We have our artifact here. I can't believe I accidentally clicked on that perfectly. Um, but yeah, something that just boost her damage and also to give her some, you know, basically so that she doesn't have to be put on lifesteal set. She will just get lifesteal from this artifact. Is what I'm assuming is why they made this artifact, right? Because she wants to be fast. You want her to put her on speed set, probably speed torrent if I would be completely honest, and then you're gonna get your, health back through using this artifact because an artifact like Sigurd's, I think, it's not gonna be good on her because she's not gonna get that low of health, or she shouldn't be that low of health. So it's like this is basically what she's gonna be using, and it'll probably act similar to that. Golden Rose also wouldn't work because again, those artifacts are for more when you get put down to a low amount of HP and then you get your health back. So I don't know if those artifacts will be that good on her versus something like this. So yeah, you're probably gonna want a copy of the unit, obviously, and the artifact. But this could be the free unit. Hold on. I didn't check. When do we get her? Okay, so she's gonna be on the 25th. So that's not next week. That's like next week, like the last week. So I'm really excited for her. But again, I don't know what these two kits are. So let's go ahead and head on to the next. So now I'm gonna do Ainz because rumor has it this is gonna be our first like ML collab hero. But I don't know. I don't really know if they'll ever do that. But I guess we'll see. Some people on Twitter were saying that, so let's go ahead and see. Is it gonna be a dark hero? Is it gonna be a light hero? I don't think they're gonna do it. That'd be crazy. Animations look nice. Side. Oh! Oh, he is! No way. Ainz. So he's a debuffer. Oh, he has some effectiveness, some effect resistance. Okay. He increases his effectiveness. This is interesting. I know in other games, he's like a super nuker, like an AoE nuke. That's what he is in other games. So, yeah, this is interesting. This is our very first like ML collab hero. So I am stoked. I'm gonna go ahead and skip through and let's look at what his skills do. So his skill 3, the goal of life is death. Dispels all buffs of the enemy before silencing for 1 turn, and a 70% chance to inflict death sentence. This skill is unaffected by uh, cooldown increases or decreases effects at the start of somebody's 12th turn. What in the world? I don't even want to read that. I am disgusted. Smilegate. No way you just did that. Oh, but it's like a 70% chance. Wait, does it go up to 100? Hold on. Let me do the math. Let me do the math. Hold on. 10. It does. It does go up to 100. Smilegate. What? Oh, wait. Is it single target? Hold on.
Dispels all buffs from. This skill is unaffected by cooldown 6 damage to the bearer.
Is it single target? Hold
Ignores
on. I have to see.
and is dispelled when the caster dies.
Okay, it is. It
Death
is.
sentence cannot be dispelled.
Wait, wait, wait. Wait. Why did it just... Hold on. I'm confused. At the start of someone's 12th turn. I guess that was just their 12th turn.
Ignores damage sharing effects.
Did it just like skip ahead?
Caster dies. Death sentence cannot be dispelled.
Wait, is it anybody's 12th turn, like collectively? That'll be... I don't know. I have to watch the... I actually have to watch the combat video for this because this is new and different. Increased damage suffered from light elemental enemies by 30%. When an ally is attacked, it has a 20% chance to activate Mana Barrier. Mana Barrier can only be activated once every turn. So he's weak to light elemental units. So is that the counter, just to make it so like, so in the past, not even really that long ago, Roy, another collab here that came out recently, he just is not good into ice units. He's a fire unit that's not good into ice units. If you break, obviously, you could be like, well, yeah, obviously, because like ice units are, they have like the hit chance buff or like the elemental advantage buff or whatever it is. But his buffs that he has essentially get removed when attacked by a ice hero. So I'm wondering if their way of balancing this hero is by making it so that like, hey, if somebody draft this, just draft light heroes and then like you nuke him and one-shot him. So Little Queen, stuff like that. Mana Barrier just grants a barrier to the allies for 2 turns. And the caster adopts a counter-attacking stance for 2 turns. Okay. So that's why you probably want to have him have effectiveness as well as have um, effect resistance. Hold on. There is no soul burning nor ER here. So he could just get 15%. He could fully just get 15% here, and his one damaging ability, it seems, just won't activate. This seems like something that's really good into like stall comps, but like the thing is, I don't think they exist anymore.
Increases proportional to the caster's max health, and Mana Barrier can only be activated once every 3 turns. Skill 1, Lightning.
Attacks the enemy, grants an extra turn. I think it's going to be like 12 turns in general that gone by because him giving himself an extra turn is a little concerning. Well, not really. This is a 4-turn cooldown. I think it goes down to 3. Okay, he uses this. His next turn comes around. He slow burns, get an extra turn. Will he have it up? I think so. He'll have it up then. So then he could just redo it on somebody else. So, is he a mage? Oh, he's a mage. Oh my gosh, no. No. He can carry his own Tongue of Hells. This is gross. In the right setup, this is absolutely disgusting. He has an artifact. Let's see. Increase effectiveness, effect resistance. The caster effect resistance decreased by 2% for every attack suffered, down to 10%. Okay. There's another artifact like this, but it's not like effectiveness and effect resistance. It's like attack and defense or something like that. I don't know. But that's interesting. Just a little something to help him with his stats, his gearing. You're obviously gonna make him very tanky with high effectiveness and effect resistance, and this makes it a little bit easier to gear him. I don't really think you should play for him to be built with a lot of effectiveness. I think you should play for him to just be super bulky, like as tanky as possible, just survive with like relatively decent speed. Because if as long as he's alive and that passive does go off, that buff, then again, you can cleanse it, right? I think you can cleanse it. Oh, undispellable. Never mind. You can't cleanse it. Okay, that's absolutely disgusting. But if that somebody has immunity starting off and he 15% the spell, then he can't apply this because they have immunity. So it's one of those things where he can single-handedly win an entire game, especially those solo protect the holiday or not holiday Fine, MLE Fine or Navy Captain Landy comps. He can literally shut down those comps altogether just by like, you know, going until 12 turns or whatever and just seeing what happens. I need to see the combat Dimbo because I need to know how they are classifying the turns. Is it 12 enemy turns or is it going to be 12 like we're gonna make this a little faster because we don't want to be here all day looking at this. He procs, he goes. One turn, 2 turns have non gone by. Now 3 turns. Um, oh, there's a clock on it. Oh my gosh, it's 12, just 12 turns in general, because the clock is going up. The clock, hold on. Wait, I can't, hold on, let me wait till I can. The clock is, this is crazy. So it's 12 turns, period. Like it's not even, oh my gosh. You could pair him with another extra turn unit that also soul burns for extra turns, like Spectre Tenebria. He goes first, he puts the death sentence on somebody, and then you have like a team of mages that just soul burn until that unit dies. I don't know if you'll be able to get the full 12, but like as you can see, it goes up very fast. Like you're already at 8, 9, 10, right? And then they're dead. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. When do we get him? Or is he our free unit?
Who rules the Great Tomb of Nazareth. Players will be able to acquire Ainz.
He is our free unit. I think that makes sense. It makes sense that he's our free unit, especially due to the fact that like it would be weird to have an ML unit and then like being like, well, how do you summon him?
Through the Overlord side story.
Um, but yeah, that means you get him fully max imprints. So you get the full effectiveness from his imprints because you'll get a full triple S1. That's insane. I I was liking her, but I don't know. Ainz might take the cake. We have to check out the next girl.
勝利の栄光はすべてアインズ様にアインズ様に無礼を働く者は
Oh,
バー
she
シ
is
に値
angry.
せられる
Oh, okay.
至高の御方
She's an
アイ
Earth
ズ
Knight. Um, and he's just
様
effect
礼儀を
resistance.
明
5-star
Let's go
Earth.
ahead. She has health. I'm kind of scared about this because it's a knight, and I'm like, it can go one or two ways. It can be a knight that just for some reason needs to have 100% defense pin and nukes people, or it's going to be a knight that kind of sits there and is kind of useless. So we're going to see. I don't know. She's kind of slow. You know, really bulky, high HP, high defense, stuff like that. She doesn't really seem like she does damage unless it's HP scaling, so let's go ahead and check this out. Fiercely attacks, of course, it's attacks. Okay. With a 75% chance that goes up to 100 to dispel all buffs from the target and makes them unable to be buffed and decrease defense for 2 turns. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's max health. Oh boy. I wonder if this does a lot of damage.
Fiercely attacks the wicked enemy.
5-turn cooldown,
Is
she
up
gets
to a
soul burn,
100%
10
chance
souls.
Make them turns. When 10
So
soul
let's
is
see.
consumed, cooldown of the
Again,
skill
they're
is decreased by 2
really
turns.
trying to do everything in their power to shut down the monstrosity that is Abyssal Euphine. All of these units, other than like the first one that we looked at, I forgot what her name is, are very good until you beat Euphine. Are very good at just shutting down these slow bruiser units. It's good options for like standard players to use, like slower players to use, because I think, you know, more aggro cleave players, they can kind of deal with Abyssal Euphine relatively well. There's still the RNG from counterattacking, but again, there's units that you can build if you have them to be able to play aggressively and fast and still easily shut down Abyssal Euphines. But I don't really think like standard v standard you have that, and I'm assuming this unit is another unit to kind of deal with that. And the damage wasn't that bad at all, so it was good. Ooh, when the ally suffers a critical hit, decreased damage suffered up to, I'm assuming that's 20%. When the ally, except for the caster, suffers a critical hit, counterattacks would let go by Quorum can only be activated once every 2 turns. With more than one damage reduction effects, okay, yeah. Attacks all enemies, dispel 1 buff before increasing speed of the caster for 2 turns. Damage dealt increased proportional to their max health.
Except for the casters.
What is... Let's see.
2 turns. Damage dealt increases
Let's
proportional
see
to the
the
caster's
animation
max
for
health
it.
and can only be activated once every 2 turns. When more than 1 damage reduction effect
Oh.
is granted, only the
Oh my gosh,
skill
that's a really funny animation.
Skill 1. No need for words.
Attacks the enemy before increases combat readiness. Oh, love that. Ooh, she's probably gonna be good on counter set. She's probably gonna be good on counter set. She's tanky, she's bulky, she gives herself increased speed, so like you can, you know what I mean? And it's when somebody crits. So it's like, and people are gonna crit. Like most DPSs now, like they all crit. Unless you're dealing with like something like Hua Young or something, I don't know. But I think she'll be good on counter set. That's all I'm gonna say. I think she'll be good on counter set. You know, you build her full tank. She's probably very, very easy to build because all you need is HP, defense, and speed. That's it. So nice counter unit. She doesn't have any cleanses, as you see here, right? She's, you know, silenced and a bunch of other things. So maybe some ER, like if you really wanted to, you know, stretch your gear out, you can give her like 100 ER, but nothing more than that. Um, yeah, I think this unit's boring. Um, for me personally, I think they're kind of boring. They're just a knight. Oh, this is that. Now the artifact, on the other hand, this is kind of interesting. But it is an artifact that you need to fully max out to get the most benefit out of it, because it is you only get it at 100% chance when it's maxed out. Because she could be built so tanky, and I feel like Smilegate, they don't really give their units, they give their units kind of like realistic gear, it seems, not necessarily like the best in slot gear. I think this unit can easily hit 30k HP. Easily. 30k HP, and then getting this additional damage proportional to the caster's max HP. Like a well-geared, like bruiser, slow player can really take advantage of this unit and use them very, very well. Me, on the other hand, I play more aggressive. I play more, aggro. Like I don't see myself ever using this unit. Honestly, I might not even summon her. I might not even summon her. But she is the first one that we get to come out. I think between the three, okay, Ainz, I think he's amazing. I think this is probably the best unit. It does suck that he is nerfed a little bit because he's weak to light elementals. Like he takes more damage for them, so that's kind of like you know, that's kind of how you deal with this unit, how he's countered, right? He's a very good universal unit. You can play him standard, you can play him aggro, you can play him fast, slow, whatever, right? And then you have this one. This is more your aggro cleave pick. Very good for that. And this is more your tankier, bruisier people pick. So there's kind of something for both. So if you really had to pick one, just pick your playstyle. And I think that's really nice. You don't really have to subject yourself to picking both units. You can really just summon for one, especially because their playstyles are so different from one another. Tank down, bruiser playstyle, slow, standard, right? Fast, aggro, cleave playstyle. So whichever one that fits if the shoe fits, that's who you should summon for if you only had to pick one, right, during this collab event. But again, of course, if you like the hero, if you like Overlord, then by all means summon for all of them, triple S them all. I think that her imprint being crit chance is more worth triple S'ing than hers being HP, but that's just my personal opinion on the matter. But yeah, I'm really excited for Ainz. And he's the free unit and he's really good. Oh, I'm so excited for Ainz. And I feel like there are definitely ways to bypass that, like, weak to light elemental units. It's simply put just by pairing him with units that can heavily protect him, like protect the Ainz comps. I, oh, I'm so excited. I'm really looking for this unit. But yes, that's going to be it for this video. Boy, oh boy, I'm excited for all these collab units. They seem all unique from one another. They seem all pretty interesting. They all look usable. Like they don't look like they're just gonna lose and not be good at all. They all look like they have their place in the game. There was a lot of thought put into their kits. Um, I love it. I'm so excited for this collab event. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace out.